What is going on, traders? This is KOJOFOREX, aka GBP Legend, aka Sniper Trader, aka King of Blues. I know it's been a while you saw me on your screens, and that is because I have had my focus on something outside the world of trading, which is basically bodybuilding, right? So I feel like, you know, I took time to specifically build on my finances, right? After school, I really focus on perfecting my craft in trading, building my finances, having a strong foundation, right? Basically talking about strong foundation really mean about me having, like, you know, my house in place, my cars, my investments, and then focus on, you know, being physically fit or being in a good shape. So I feel like I have come into that point in time in my life where I can have the time, right, to put my body into the correct fit or to the shape that I want, right? So today being Sunday, I felt like I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of my daily workout routine plus my Sunday market analysis, right? So it's a two combo, right? You get to see how I work out, then as well as you know, chipping in my Sunday analysis, which is basically like, you know, my outlook for the market come next week. This will end up being like a day in the life kind of a video, because I try as much as possible to walk you guys through my whole activity for the day, right? Today being Sunday, even if I happen to visit some family members, or even if I happen to visit some nice spots, which has been like a long time since I actually went out, right? I'm going to really walk you guys through my whole daily routine as a full-time trader on a Sunday. Keep watching this video to the end. If you haven't liked already, like this video. If you haven't subscribed as well, make sure to subscribe. It goes a long way to help me, and then liking also goes a long way to help this video. So without wasting my time, let's go into the gym. Let's see how my daily workout routine actually is.
And I'm gone. Yeah, I just like the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. Ay, she show it the weed. Then get back the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Ooh, Anna, she's a king. Man, you be with me. Put it back like a machine. Ooh, she fucking on my sheets. Yeah, yeah. Shorty in the silent. I'll be on the autobahn. Tell her no nice. Ooh, I've been to the bank like G. Shorty really love my G. Let me with the G. Yeah, I just like the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. Ay, she show it the weed. Then get back the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Sweet thing, we didn't link on the weekend. Lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Yeah. If you fucking me under G, you ain't cheat. Yeah. What the fuck you mean? You for bring your bodies, yeah. Bitch, get on your knees while I'm puffing on my jeans. And she fucked the whole team. Kept black when energy. I just like the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. Ay, she show it the weed. Then get back the dream. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Ay, I just like the dream. She show it the weed. Yeah, I just like the dream. Ay, I just like the dream.
like, you know, a thorough full day workout. This is my trainer, that is Bright, and this is me, and this is Kofi.
Hi.
Kofi is one of my, you know, long time friend from Instagram, and also an upcoming dope trader that you should look out for, right?
For sure,
a trader with a
macho man with forex money.
I feel that vibe, macho man with forex money, you understand? But the problem is, he gymmed his muscles before the money.
But so, you know, so the next day the day we know we get legs, like you know we get place to train legs better. Train legs better.
Now your full legs are not going to raise anything.
That one said, you go out, you know if you climb steps. You climb steps, you go feel the pain for your ass or the I'm going to do better one.
Yeah.
So if you're scared, so I know make a stretch your legs. Big man. If I stretch your leg, you know if you walk going well like that. There you go. So you find time, make a know your schedule. The day where you go make
You know what, you just make a kind. When you rap line, talk say, I be like Jay-Z. Niggas keeping leg days just to run about. They do leg training, and you guys
run them amount. The most difficult workouts be legs. Well, if you get them, that be your.
So now that we're done with the body workout, it's time for the chart analysis as well, right? So this is Kofi, like I told you guys, he's been trading, and then he's my buddy as well. So once in a while, when we have the time, I invite him over and then break down the market to him. So this time he's fortunate to be with me when I'm about to do my weekend analysis, right? So I'm just going to give him a brief outlook of what I anticipate with this market coming in next week, and then perhaps if you have any question to ask me, then you can ask me, and then we'll wrap this up, right? So I told you guys that this is more like a day in a life kind of thing, right? We're sitting out here in a place called Juice Tank, which is very much close to our workout place. This is what Fits Riff, right? Yeah. Already I have the very low battery, so I'm going to do my possible best to get this done as quickly as possible. So Kofi, let's just go right into the chart, right? So you see, if you really watch my charts, everything is like literally arranged already. So with me, you understand it every time I tell you that, like the way I do my analysis, I literally sit down and let the market come to me before I take a position, because I've already marked out all my zones, right? So you can understand that my confluence for trading is the support level, resistance level, my trend line, my key levels, and then Fibonacci. I stick to only these principles, right? Support, resistance, trend line, Fibonacci, key levels, right? So if I look at a trade like GBP JPY, you can clearly see that it came very close to my resistance level, which is this region, right? So most people think that resistance is a price point, but it's a region. So anywhere around this region, right, it qualifies as a resistance, right? As far as the market comes into this region, if you have a confluence to take a setup or to take a trade here, which is like, for me, it would be my candlestick reversal patterns, then I'm going to take a short right here, right? But if I don't have any confluence, then I let it slide. Nonetheless, if a market, when I say market, I particularly mean a candlestick closes above this region, it invalidates that region for me as a sell setup. So I'll literally avoid it, right? So looking at this like this, first thing I can see is like a chart pattern, right? And then if you're not experienced, you may not necessarily understand or see that chart pattern from the hindsight. But if I show you something, then it will become very clear to you, right? Now, what chart pattern kind of occurs in your mind? Can you take a guess?
Yeah, double tops.
You're wrong. What I see is inverse head and shoulder. So now, if I put this one here, which is the support now, I can kind of pre-anticipate that one way or the other, coming in next week, right, this market, which has already hit that resistance level, right, can come up, can kind of drop from that region, come and retest this again, and then possibly go up. Then that way we have this inverse head and shoulder. Now, if I've not had a shot from the top here, I would not jump in on this trade, but I'll only sit on the side and wait for it to hit this level before I find a buy trade to push it up. You understand the process? But if I find a sell here, then I'm going to be in that trade and wait for it to come here before I find a hedge trade. That is if I find my confirmations here. You see how I think? Yeah. So 90% of the time I'm waiting, and 10% of the time I'm actually trading. Now let's look at GBP card. So the thing with me also is that if I don't find any interesting thing in a setup, I don't waste my time trying to analyze it. I just skip it. You know, exactly. We have a lot of pairs to analyze, so why waste your time trying to force a trade out of one? You understand the whole the whole logic here. You don't want to waste your time trying to still find something, make meaning out of something that, you know, you just gotta like let it slide and then focus on the one that comes to you easy. That's why I say what I take only high probability trade setups. So if something is not clear to me, I don't waste my time. This one like this, I only wait for it to possibly come into this support region, right, before I take exactly before I consider taking a trade. Nonetheless, I can kind of see that what we have made a swing point, and then we are originally basically trying to retrace that swing point, right? So apart from me waiting for it to possibly hit this support level, these areas can also be confluences for me, which is the Fibonacci regions, right? Already you can see that we've tapped on the 50%, but I'll be looking in between the 50, 61.8, 78.6. So we can tap on the 50%. When I have my entry confirmations, then it can change my mind from waiting for it to come and hit that support level, right? And then quickly jumping, exactly. Which could possibly even be in confluence with the GJ if we're able to have like a buy trade coming earlier. So that is my setup for, or my markup for GBP card. It's as simple as that. GBP Swiss franc. You can already see that we tapped on my psychological level and then drop. So that's why sometimes I tell people that I don't only use one confluence in trading. So somebody may ask, how did you get the psychological level? It goes through a whole different process on its own, which I don't think that I would ever shoot a video on, because it's part of like, you know, my edge on the market, you understand me? But maybe if I retire from trading, I don't mind sharing that. So basically here you can see what the same confluence is here, right? We're already making what a pullback. So then we can already anticipate that with this pullback, we can possibly tap into what now already we've smashed the 50%, so it's out of our radar. You understand me? So it's 50% is not to be considered. 61.8, we just crashed into it. So basically the laptop is dead. The unfortunate thing with this video is that I didn't get my laptop charged before we came to the gym. So we're sorry, but we literally missed out on, you know, breaking out all the chat. But personally, I'm going to go home and continue. I believe that Kofi will get the opportunity to watch it on YouTube with with the rest of you, and he didn't get opportunity to ask his question. But maybe another time, this is a hard luck, you know, but maybe another time he'll get opportunity, and then I mean we'll be able to film this fully through, right? Yeah, sure. But what question did you want to ask in the GJ?
For the GJ, you see, there was this price. Yeah. There was this price level that it was a psychological level on the chart, but we were looking to go to the downside with the wick on the downside. Yeah. What if you want to enter the sell and then you wait for it to smash through it and then a retest? Then you take it from that side. Okay,
I think with your question, I'm going to hold on and explain it technically on the chat. Sure, you understand? Sure. But I get your question. What I meant to, okay, before even answering that, I'd like to say that I have two main principles I follow in the market, which is number one, don't jump in a moving train, in front of a moving train, and number two, don't join the party when it's late, right? So if I miss my entry at the top, I'm not trying to catch the continuation, in the sense that at that point, I'm going to only be putting my stop loss on a pick level base or by my own discretion, which is like maybe because I'm catching the trade in the middle expecting that it's going to continue, I'd say okay, then I'm going to raise 20 pips, I'm going to raise, rather than putting it at a stop loss where stop loss needs to be. Stop loss with me, my setup is that if I take an entry for a sell expecting the market to go down, my stop loss got to be exactly above the range. But if I take a trade in the mid range, then it means that if I originally want to put my stop loss where it needs to be, my stop loss will be very wide. To cap that, you're going to say, okay, then I'm going to put what, 20 pips or 30 pips. Now you're not putting stop loss where stop loss needs to be. You're putting stop loss based on your own discretion. The market can come up with a wick, take you out and continue. You're not wrong in the setup, but you jump in the market at the wrong place. That's it.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's it, baby. We'll continue the rest.